Yes, Jennifer? Well, technically, the thunder is really scary. The lightning is the bolt that you see, and the thunder is the bolt that you hear. What can I do for you, honey?
Read me a bedtime story!
Okay. Nah. Yeah. This should calm your nerves. Once upon a time, there was a thing named Macbeth. He was brave and powerful, like any good man. He and his buddy Banquo, the Scottish general, had just defeated armies. Together, Macbeth and Banquo ride past 3 witches.
All hail Macbeth, thou shalt be king hereafter.
Okay. But what about me? My noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction, of noble having and of royal hope. That he seems rapt withal, to me ye speak not. What are these creatures? They're so withered looking and crazily dressed. They don't look like anything that belongs on this planet, but I see them standing here on Earth.
Hail!
Lesser than Macbeth, and greater.
You are not as happy as Macbeth, but much happier.
Your children should fall into royalty, but not you, Banquo. All hail Macbeth and Banquo.
This makes Macbeth start to think. Could the witch's prophecy be true? How could he be king? The current king, Duncan, praises Banquo and Macbeth for their hard work and promises them promotions. Duncan announces that Malcolm, his son, will be heir to the throne.
Sons, kingsmen, thanes, and you whose places are the nearest know, we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland, which honor must not be accompanied, invest him only, but signs of nobleness, like stars, shall shine on all deservers.
So, Macbeth decides to write a letter fully explaining the situation to his wife, Lady Macbeth.
Macbeth and the king will come tonight. King Duncan will stay tonight.
What should we do?
Don't worry, I got this.
If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with the Circae's success, that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here, but here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. But in these cases we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which, being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips.
Are you ready?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me? Grow a pair. When you durst do it, then you were a man, and to be more than what you were, you would. Be so much more the man. Nor time, nor place, did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you.
So when Macbeth finally manned up, he started tripping out.
Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I still see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? Here we go!
The king is murdered repeatedly, and blood gets everywhere, and he dies. And he totally gets away with it, because people think that King Duncan's sons killed him for lineage and the throne. Macbeth becomes king. But in the meantime, Banquo has some suspicions.
The witches were right. Macbeth is king and by no accident. Could he have killed Duncan? Will my prophecy really come true?
Banquo, my homie, are you coming to the feast tonight?
I don't know.
Come to the feast!
So Banquo and his son Flance planned to go to the feast, but Macbeth had other plans.
To be the king is nothing if I'm not safe as the king. I'm very afraid of Banquo. There's something noble about him that makes me fear him. He's willing to take risks, and his mind never stops working. He has the wisdom to act bravely, but also safely. I'm not afraid of anyone but him, who were our health but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
Macbeth hired murderers to kill Banquo and Flance, but when the murderers went to kill them, things didn't go exactly as planned.
Looks like it might rain today, doesn't it, Flance? What's that noise?
Stop!
Bastards! This treachery! Flee, my sweet son, and avenge my murder!
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say?
So Flance, Banquo's son, got away, leaving Macbeth worried at his feast.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold that is not often vouched, while 'tis a making, 'tis given with welcome. To feed were best at home, from thence the sauce is meat is ceremony. Meeting were bare without it.
Let's go out then.
What the f***?
There's nothing there. Okay, everyone out. Everyone leave. What was that?
I've walked so far into this river of blood that even if I stop now, it would be as hard to go back to being good as it is to keep killing people. I have some schemes in my head that I'm planning to put into action. I have to do these things before I have a chance to think about them.
Macbeth's hallucinations have been getting worse and worse the more he kills people. Macbeth, feeling lost, needed a grasp on the future. He went back to see the witches to ask them for more information. Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Okay, witches, what is going to happen to me?
Beware Macduff.
Will Banquo's kids ever be royalty? Well, better kill Macduff and his whole family.
So Macbeth had murderers kill Macduff's son and chase away Lady Macduff while Macduff was away. Macduff tries to convince Malcolm, Duncan's son, to come fight Macbeth. Malcolm agrees. Macduff then finds out that Macbeth killed his whole family and swears revenge. Lady Macbeth goes crazy and kills herself. Here we go! Macduff and Macbeth fight!
I have no words, my voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense, that keep the word of promise to our ear and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to the show and gaze of the time. We'll have thee, as our rarer monsters are, painted on a pole, and under it, here you may see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Through Burnham Wood become to Dunsinane, and thou opposed, being of no woman born. Yet I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, hold enough.
And that's pretty much it. Sleep soundly.